there! Well, it is time once again for an empties video, and this one proved to be a lot more difficult than they usually are. So I filmed this a couple of days ago, and then when I went to edit my video, I realized I was completely out of focus and blurry in the entire video. I had already thrown all of my empties in my recycling bin, so picture this, if you will. I was out in my recycling bin in my polka dot pajama pants, rummaging through all the recycling goodies and trying to find all of my empties. I was pulling out one item at a time, scrounging around the bottom. I'm halfway in my recycling bin trying to get these things out. My husband walks out and is like, "What in the world are you doing?" I'm like, I've got to redo my empties video. And so I found everything, and I got done, and I'm like, I know there's another candle in here. So anyway, that's my dedication to my channel. So anyway, let's just get started with all of these empties. Okay, so I have some candles. I'm going to start with those first because I do like to share these with you guys. I love to get candle recommendations. So first off is my Yankee Candle Soft Blanket. This is one of my favorite Yankee candles. It's sort of a warm, clean cotton, kind of a little bit of musky smell, so I absolutely love this one. I went through another Yankee candle. This is Honeydew Melon. This is probably a new spring summer favorite for me. This was the first time I ever got this one, and I really fell in love with it. It's so fresh and summery. And then I tried my first Better Homes and Gardens candle from Walmart. This was red, white, and denim, and this was sort of just another, I always describe it like it's a clean cotton type of smell. If you're familiar with Yankee candles, you know it's just sort of like a clean laundry smell. And I think this was kind of similar. I enjoyed the Better Homes and Gardens candle, and they are certainly a good price at $5, but I don't feel like it had the scent throw that the Yankee candles do. I would repurchase this again, but I would probably limit my use of these to like a bathroom or a smaller room where the smell wouldn't be overpowering, but it would be enough to saturate a small room like that. Okay, next I have a Dove Winter Care. I finally finished that off. I have a Tresemme Tray 2 hairspray. Already repurchased this. I buy this over and over. I have a Downy Unstoppable Scent Booster, and this is in the fragrance Shimmer. This is my favorite one of all of these. I think I've tried them all now, and Shimmer is definitely my favorite and seems to have the most fragrance of all of them. And then I went through a CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. I've already repurchased this. It's my Holy Grail Morning Cleanser. I used a Zoya 3-in-1 Remove Polish. This was a really nice dispenser on this too. I'm not sure if I would repurchase it. It's a little bit more than I'd like to spend for a nail polish remover, but it smells really nice, and the dispensing method is excellent on that. I used a Fresh Picked Heirloom Pear Bath & Body Works Foaming Hand Soap. I went through a Williams-Sonoma. This is Fleur de Sel Liquid Hand Soap. This is really nice. This is a really nice sort of aquatic fragrance, and these are probably a little bit more expensive, but it's a really nicely sized bottle at 16 ounces, so I really like these from Williams-Sonoma. I used a Crest 3D White Luxe Toothpaste. This is really nice, and I think this was my first or second one of these, but I have already repurchased it. This is not truly an empty, but this is a Dunny. This is La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant. I would not repurchase this. I just felt like it felt wet the entire time, and I was trying to determine if it felt like a cooling sensation, it felt cool and minty or something, or wet, and it definitely feels wet, although it does smell wonderful. I went through a package of Cotton Clouds. This was the recommendation from Kristen Game as a possible dupe for the Shiseido facial cottons, and these are very nice and very reasonably priced, so I really like those. I went through some cleansing wipes. I went through two from Trader Joe's. These are the, I don't know how that's pronounced, micellar cleanser wipes. I really enjoy these. They're very, very soft. They're generously sized, and if I lived near a Trader Joe's, I would buy more of these. These I'm using up for a trip to see family where there was a Trader Joe's, and so I plan on stocking up next time I am there. I went through an Equate makeup remover towelettes. I think this was part of the comparison video that I did, so I'm still going through some of those. This was a GK Hair Taming System leave-in spray. This was part of an Allure beauty box that I got a long time ago. This is a really nice leave-in spray, especially for a detangler. I don't think it's something that I would seek out and buy because I don't need a detangler very often, but it smells great, it felt great, didn't weigh my hair down, so it is nice if you're in the market for one of those. I went through a Vitacost Synergy Once Daily Vitamin. I did really like these, and I bought this small size since it was the first time that I'd used them, but I did repurchase a larger size, so those were good vitamins that didn't upset my stomach. These are masks that I picked up at, I can't remember if it was TJ Maxx or Marshall's, but I think it was TJ Maxx. And this is the Absolute brand, and this is the honey extract masks. These are really nice and they smell wonderful. If you love the floral fragrance of honey, you'll really like these. I enjoy these masks quite a bit, so I have a couple more of those to use. I have an Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Wash. I really like this. It's just an overall cleanser. It doesn't break out my skin, and it's just sort of a good, straightforward, basic cleanser. I would repurchase that. I went through two of my, and I must say these were especially hard to find on the bottom of the recycling bin. These are two of my Clinique Superfine Liner for Brows in Soft Blonde. I use these all the time. I continue to repurchase them. I went through a Jordana Best Lash Extreme, already repurchased. This is a First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is a newer to me hand cream. I bought two of these during the Sephora VIB sale. I love it. I keep one in my handbag and one on my nightstand at all times now. I finished a Duo Eyelash Adhesive, and this is fine. I haven't really ever tried any of their brands, so I can't really compare it to anything, but it works fine for me. And then I finished a Chorus Lip Butter, and this is in Jasmine. This is probably my 5th or 6th one of these, and I already repurchased one at the Sephora VIB sale. And finally, this is my Guerlain Lingerie Depot. I was trying to be very clever and remove the top off because the pump no longer, well, the pump worked, but the product was empty. It was gone. I used it up. So I thought I'd be clever and get the top off of this so I could scrape every last bit out, and it turns out you can't do that, and when the pump is done, it's really, really done, and there is hardly anything left in there. So this shattered and went into pieces, so any remnants I was hoping to get out of this were coated and covered and mixed with tiny, tiny shards of glass, which made it completely unusable, so they outsmarted me again. So that is it. Those are all of my empties. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.